On June 15, 1937, the city of Rotterdam began construction of the Maastunnel, a major engineering project. The tunnel was not only the first of its kind in the Netherlands, but also the longest underwater tunnel in Europe at the time. The construction of the Maastunnel was a significant challenge due to its location under the busy Maas River. It was an ambitious and innovative project that had to be carried out with great secrecy due to the German occupation of the Netherlands during World War II. In fact, much of the work was done under difficult conditions, with workers often having to follow strict security measures to avoid sabotage or espionage. The Maastunnel was completed on February 14, 1942, during the German occupation of Rotterdam. While the tunnel was finished, the opening ceremony was rather muted, as Rotterdam was under German control at the time. Even today, the Maastunnel remains one of Rotterdam's most vital traffic connections. It has two separate sections, each with 2 lanes for cars, 2 lanes for cyclists, and a sidewalk for pedestrians. The tunnel's construction was prompted by the growing population and increased port activities in Rotterdam in the 1930s. In 1935, the Department of Public Works initially proposed building a tall suspension bridge to connect the two sides of the city. However, due to financial constraints, they eventually opted to build a tunnel instead, a decision that would change the city's infrastructure forever. The idea for the project was conceived by L.W.H. van Dijk, the director of Gemeentewerken, while the design was carried out by architects J.P. van Bruggen and Ad van der Steur. Their design was inspired by the Holland Tunnel that connects New York and New Jersey. Construction officially started on June 15, 1937. The tunnel was built using the immersed tunnel method, where the tunnel segments were prefabricated at a separate location and then submerged into the riverbed. The tunnel consists of 9 segments, each 60 meters long, 25 meters wide, and 9 meters high. Inside, separate tubes were built for cars, cyclists, and pedestrians. The pedestrian and cyclist sections are accessible via wooden escalators, specifically designed to accommodate bicycles. There are also elevators on both sides of the tunnel, primarily used for heavier cargo bikes and mopeds. The engineers also installed an advanced ventilation system for the time, as well as a laboratory to monitor air quality inside the tunnel. The total cost of the project was over 9 million euros, a considerable sum at that time. On February 14, 1942, the Maastunnel was officially opened. However, because of the war and the German occupation, there were no large celebrations or festivities to mark the event. Since its opening, the Maastunnel has become one of Rotterdam's most important traffic links. On a typical workday, over 75,000 cars and 4,000 cyclists pass through the tunnel, making it an essential part of the city's infrastructure. In 2012, the Maastunnel was recognized as a national monument due to its historical and engineering significance. The tunnel celebrated its 75th anniversary in 2017. After a 3-year renovation, the Maastunnel was reopened in October 2020, ensuring its continued importance for future generations. While you're in the area, be sure to check out some of these nearby attractions: Euromast, Het Park, and SS Rotterdam.